Welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to use Siser Easysubli with your Cricut Print and Cut, as well as your Cricut Easy Press. If you guys are new to Siser Easysubli, this is special material. It's basically like a heat transfer vinyl that's printable for your sublimation printers. So you can get the HTV as well as the masks. The masks are designed to help you pick up. So basically, you know, whenever we purchase HTV, it has that clear cover sheet. This is for if you have multiple little pieces you need to pick up after you do a print and cut with your Cricut or your silhouette. So we have several different videos on this. If you guys want to see, we'll have some up above or down below so you guys can check those out as well. So let's go ahead and head on over to Cricut Design Space so I can show you guys how to use this with your Cricut Print and Cut. Once you have your design ready to go inside of Cricut Design Space, we're ready to print it out. You do not want to mirror it when it comes to the Siser Easysubli. So we're going to come right up here to our printer and hit send to printer. You don't have to worry about what printer it is unless you're sending it to an Epson. You do it right here. If you're sending it to Sawgrass, you're going to turn on use system dialog. This is what's important. Hit print. It doesn't matter what printer it's on. And then you're going to get this pop-up. This is what we need. We're going to click on PDF, save as PDF. And then from here, you want to go ahead and name it so we can find it later and save it to wherever you want it to go. So mine is going to the desktop. From here, you're just simply going to grab it, drag it, and drop it into your Sawgrass Smart folder. It's going to pop up your print manager. And from here, you're going to choose the heat transfer vinyl settings. It's going to change your paper to the heat transfer vinyl. And then I'm going to have mine. I'm using the bypass tray. You can use your regular tray. Make sure mirror is turned off. For layout, make sure it's preserved for layout from designer. This is perfect for Cricut. And then we are ready to hit print. Now that we have this printed out, as you guys can see, you definitely don't want to mirror whenever it comes to your Siser Easysubli. And then I have my Cricut Easy Press set at 320 degrees for 30 seconds since we're using the Cricut Easy Press. If we were using a heat press, I believe it's around 311 for around 15 seconds or so. But like I said, Cricut Easy Press 320 for 30 seconds. So since we use the Cricut Print and Cut feature, we're just going to go ahead and weed the excess, just like you normally would if you were weeding your HTV. So as you guys can see here, and those settings that I used for Cricut was just everyday iron-on. Once you have weeded out all of your pieces, it's going to look just like this. Now, as you guys can see over there in Cricut Design Space, I added that offset, so it gives us that nice little border. So that way it's not risking to cut inside of my design. So it's just gonna look super nice and clean cut. So I do recommend that you guys check out the offset feature for your Siser Easysubli. So today I'm actually gonna show you guys how to use your transfer sheet. So if you guys, say for example that you have a bunch of little pieces, you guys are going to need a mask. So you're going to want to purchase these. You definitely don't have to purchase the Siser brand. You can also purchase rolls of them by Siser. So they're actually made for like the printable HTV and things like that. I'll have a link down below for both of these just to give you guys a few different options. So today, I've never showed you guys before how to use the mask. So I thought today I'm going to show you. So that way if you guys have a bunch of little pieces, now this is all connected. I could actually just peel this off because we're not going to press it. This is like a carrier sheet that allows you to cut it with your die cutting machines. And then you can simply just grab it like this and remove it and put it on your t-shirt. But like I said, today I'm going to show you guys how to use that transfer sheet. So you're just simply going to remove it from the backing. We're going to go down just like a taco. Now think of this as if you were, picking up your adhesive vinyl with transfer tape. We're going to take one of our squeegees and we're just going to rub it down to help the transfer pick this up. Once you're happy with it, you're just going to go ahead and flip it over and we're going to now remove our backing. And just like that, now we have it on our carrier sheet and we're ready to press it. Now today I'm using my 14 by 14 pressing pad from Cricut, but I'm also using a pressing pillow because I'm doing a youth t-shirt and I need to avoid those seams. So the Cricut pad's not going to do that for me because it's not soft enough. I need something that's going to allow this to soak into those seams. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up. Make sure everything looks good, and then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a pre-press. So you want to do this to smooth everything out and remove any sort of moisture. So I'm just going to go ahead and hold this for around 5 seconds or so. All right, bring this back around. Now if you want to find your center just like you normally would with HTV, you can fold your design in half, get yourself a little crease there, and then we can start to figure out about where we want this to go. So I think I'm happy with something about like this. So now we're ready to press 320 for 30 seconds. We're going to get our press on here and press. You want to make sure that you're giving this nice medium pressure throughout. So I just kind of push my body down a little bit. You can see that this press is sinking down into that pillow so we can avoid any of those seams. And you guys can see, since this is sublimation, now those colors have came through. Super duper bright, looks amazing. You can do the same thing with your Epson printers. So we're gonna go ahead and peel. Now, as you guys can see with these masks, you definitely want to trash them because that ink will get on there. And as you guys can see how nice that comes out. So you guys can barely see the offset of that white, but it just makes everything look and feel so much more crisp and clean cut. So this would be great if you guys have a boutique and Etsy, you're making them for yourself, you know, for your own little kiddos and things like that. I will have this design linked down below. I also put this same design on a Christmas ornament, and I'll have that video up above or down below as well, so you guys can check out this same design on another product. So this is a super great one. This is 1+ credit, guys. You guys can't beat it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.